Imagine waking up every day with slight bloating in your stomach, persistent gas, that uncomfortable feeling of heaviness that insists on accompanying you from breakfast to the end of the day. Now imagine that all of this is not normal, not just a part of aging or slower digestion. It's your body silently screaming that something is wrong. Intestinal inflammation, this hidden enemy, has been draining your energy, unbalancing your mood, impairing your nutrient absorption, and weakening your immune system. But what if I told you that there are silent allies coming from nature that can change this picture? What if 7 powerful herbs could transform your gut into a center of balance, peace, and vitality? Well, they exist. And today, you'll discover not only their names, but also the reasons why these ancient plants are capable of restoring your gut health and your quality of life. Intestinal inflammation is a condition far more common than most people realize, and worse, it's often ignored. Its symptoms aren't always loud. Sometimes it's just that unexplained fatigue, difficulty digesting certain foods, occasional episodes of constipation or diarrhea, abdominal pains that appear for no apparent reason. But behind these manifestations, there may be an overloaded, irritated, and inflamed gut struggling to maintain its functions. And this is precisely where nature offers its most effective remedies, without side effects, without chemical dependency. Today, we'll walk together through this therapeutic garden, discovering 7 herbs capable of reducing inflammation, restoring damaged mucous membranes, improving digestion, and rebalancing your gut flora. Before we continue, I want to extend an invitation. If you enjoy content that blends natural science, ancestral wisdom, and true health, subscribe to the channel now. We're here to transform lives with accessible, practical, and deeply useful information. And if you know someone who's always complaining about digestive discomfort, share this video with them. Sometimes, what they need is exactly what you're about to learn. Let's start with one of the most beloved allies of digestive health, fennel. Many people know its sweet and delicate flavor, but few understand its profound power over the gastrointestinal system. Fennel contains compounds like anethole, which have antispasmodic effects, meaning they help relax the intestinal muscles, relieving cramps and spasms. This is crucial for those suffering from irritable bowel syndrome, slow digestion, or frequent constipation. Additionally, its carminative effect reduces gas formation, promoting near-immediate relief after meals. But what's most surprising about fennel is its gentle and continuous anti-inflammatory action. When consumed regularly, whether as an infusion or even by chewing its seeds, it helps reduce mucosal irritation, aiding the healing of small intestinal lesions. It's one of the safest plants for children, the elderly, and people sensitive to conventional medications. Moving forward through our healing garden, we find ginger. Famous for its anti-inflammatory power in various parts of the body, ginger is a true warrior in the intestinal tract as well. It works by reducing chronic inflammation, fighting pathogenic microorganisms, and promoting gastric emptying. Those suffering from nausea, reflux, or a feeling of fullness after eating can find in ginger an excellent natural remedy. The secret lies in gingerol, its main bioactive compound, which, in addition to calming the gut, improves blood circulation in the abdominal region, creating a more favorable environment for cellular regeneration. Ginger also has a mildly thermogenic effect, which helps stimulate metabolism and keep the gut more active. Now let's talk about a plant that few associate with digestive health but has surprising properties. Lavender. Yes, the same lavender you know for its relaxing scent also has powerful effects on the gut. Its internal use in the form of tea or diluted essential oil helps regulate intestinal movements, especially when they're disrupted due to stress. And here lies a key point: the gut-brain axis. When we're anxious or emotionally overwhelmed, the gut suffers. Lavender, with its natural calming effect, helps break this cycle. Less stress means less inflammation. Studies show that lavender can significantly reduce irritable bowel syndrome symptoms when combined with a balanced diet. Additionally, its antimicrobial action protects the gut flora from harmful invaders. We now move on to a true gem of nature, oregano. Far more than a pizza seasoning, Oregano is a medicinal herb with intense anti-inflammatory, antifungal, and antioxidant properties. Its essential oil is one of the most studied by science, particularly for containing carvacrol, a compound that fights harmful bacteria in the gut without affecting the beneficial ones. This is essential for maintaining the balance of the gut microbiota, which in turn directly impacts immunity and the body's ability to control inflammation. Oregano also aids in fat digestion, reducing the feeling of bloating and improving lipid metabolism. A generous pinch in meals or a light tea after lunch can already offer noticeable benefits. The fifth plant on our journey is plantain. You may have never heard of it, but this unassuming plant is one of the most potent when it comes to treating inflammation in the gastrointestinal tract. Rich in mucilage and antioxidant compounds, plantain acts as a balm on the intestinal walls, forming a protective layer that reduces irritation, speeds up healing, and prevents the progression of more severe inflammatory processes. It's excellent for those with gastritis, colitis, or frequent diarrhea episodes. Its antiseptic action also helps eliminate unwanted bacteria, while its mild laxative property regulates intestinal transit without causing dependency. It's a generous plant that can be used as a tea or tincture, always with proper guidance. We now return to the well-known but always effective dandelion. This plant, which many consider a weed, is actually one of the most complete natural detoxifiers. Its leaves and roots contain inulin, a prebiotic fiber that feeds the gut's beneficial bacteria, helping to restore the balance of the gut flora. Dandelion also stimulates bile production, facilitating fat digestion and preventing toxin buildup in the digestive system. Its mild diuretic action helps eliminate retained fluids, reducing abdominal bloating. Regular consumption of dandelion tea is excellent support for those looking to reduce inflammation in a broad and natural way. Last, but certainly not least, we have the powerful turmeric. Considered one of the most complete medicinal plants in the world, turmeric acts deeply on intestinal inflammation thanks to curcumin, its active compound. It blocks inflammatory molecules, stimulates antioxidant enzymes, and promotes cellular regeneration in the digestive tract. But its power goes further. Turmeric also strengthens the liver, improves overall digestion, and regulates the gut microbiota. Combined with a pinch of black pepper, its absorption increases exponentially, making its effects even more effective. A teaspoon a day, mixed in warm water, plant-based milk, or natural juices, can completely transform the intestinal environment in just a few weeks. By understanding the potential of these 7 herbs, we realize that healing the gut doesn't need to be complicated. It can indeed start with a cup of tea, a well-chosen seasoning, or the simple habit of caring about what we put into our bodies. But just as important as knowing what to use is understanding how to use it. After all, wisdom lies in the method, frequency, and intention. So let's dive a bit deeper into how to incorporate these herbs into your daily life and in which situations each is most effective. Think of this as a natural survival guide for your gut. If you frequently feel bloated right after meals, especially when eating pasta, bread, or fatty foods, ginger and dandelion should be at the top of your list. Both stimulate digestion, activate liver enzymes, and help eliminate gas before it causes discomfort. A ginger tea before meals or a few drops of dandelion tincture right after eating can already make a noticeable difference. And the best part, they're natural, safe, and easily accessible options. For those caught in a cycle of anxiety with a loose or irregular gut, lavender and chamomile form a powerful therapeutic duo. The gut feels everything the mind experiences: stress, worry, tension. All of these directly impact digestion. Drinking chamomile tea at the end of the day and using a few drops of lavender essential oil in a diffuser in your rest environment are simple but profoundly effective habits. They not only calm the mind, but also promote an anti-inflammatory environment in the gut, allowing it to function more harmoniously. Now, if your issue is slow digestion, a feeling of heaviness in the stomach, or difficulty metabolizing fats, rosemary and sage should be your constant allies. These herbs have the ability to stimulate bile and improve fat metabolism, which is essential to prevent inflammation caused by poorly digested food residues. A light sage infusion between main meals or using dried rosemary as a seasoning in lean meats, vegetables, and broths already provides valuable support to the digestive system. And we can't forget those who suffer from gas, abdominal distension, and excessive fermentation, common issues that are often inadequately treated. In these cases, fennel and peppermint shine. Both are rich in carminative compounds, meaning they help naturally eliminate accumulated gas. Fennel tea after meals or peppermint oil capsules for those suffering from cramps and irritable bowel syndrome have scientifically proven effectiveness. And the best part, they don't cause the side effects of conventional medications. If you're in a deeper anti-inflammatory process, for example with gastritis, ulcerative colitis, or Crohn's disease, calendula and turmeric take center stage. Both have strong regenerative action, reduce intestinal permeability, and aid in restoring damaged mucous membranes. Calendula tea can be taken twice a day, preferably on an empty stomach and before bed. Turmeric, on the other hand, can be used in morning shots with lemon and warm water or added to hot dishes with a pinch of black pepper to enhance its absorption. Another essential point is understanding that gut health doesn't depend solely on using the right herbs, but also on consistency. A single cup of tea won't work miracles, just as an isolated supplement dose won't change the picture on its own. The secret lies in building a routine that honors the body, respects nature's timing, and values the resources it offers. And medicinal plants used wisely are part of this ongoing rebuilding process. You can also combine herbs to create synergies that amplify their effects. A powerful example is mixing chamomile, fennel, and peppermint in a post-meal digestive tea. This combination calms, eliminates gas, and promotes digestion gently and effectively. Another efficient blend is turmeric with ginger and oregano, which acts as a natural anti-inflammatory and antioxidant, ideal for those rebalancing their gastrointestinal tract. And what about diet as a whole? Herbs work far more effectively when the gut environment is clean and the lifestyle promotes balance. This means reducing the consumption of processed foods, fried foods, refined sugar, and industrialized products. Including soluble and insoluble fibers, drinking enough water, and respecting meal schedules are simple actions that, combined with the right herbs, create a true healing scenario. Remember, inflammation is the body's cry for change, and you have the chance to transform that cry into a new beginning. It's also important to consider using herbs in varied forms, depending on your routine. If you don't like teas, you can opt for capsules, tinctures, or even powdered extracts. What matters is regularity and the quality of what you consume. Whenever possible, choose organic versions from reliable sources. And if you're undergoing medical treatment, consult a natural health professional or herbalist before starting any protocol. Herbs are powerful, but require responsibility. The connection between the gut and the entire human body is real and profound. A healthy gut means better immunity, greater mental clarity, hormonal balance, more beautiful skin, deeper sleep, and even more stable emotions. It's literally the command center of your health. When you care for it, everything else responds positively. And this isn't just theory. Thousands of people worldwide are rediscovering the strength of natural medicine and achieving quality of life without relying solely on pharmaceuticals. You deserve this care. You deserve to live without pain, without discomfort, without the fear of eating something and feeling bad afterward. You deserve to wake up with energy, sleep peacefully, and feel that your body is on your side, not fighting against you. And all of this can start with a simple choice: making room in your routine for the power of medicinal herbs. They're not magic. They're nature's science. They're ancient gifts that have always been within our reach, waiting only for us to listen again, to trust again, to care for our health from the inside out. Because a gut at peace is the start of a lifetime of vitality, strength, and balance. And don't forget, knowledge is the seed, but it's action that makes that seed bloom. If you've made it this far, it's because you know your body deserves care, respect, and conscious choices. The 7 herbs we shared today are more than natural ingredients. They're bridges to a life with more health, energy, and well-being. Don't put off until tomorrow what you can start now. Incorporate these plants into your routine and allow yourself to feel the difference. And if this content touched you in some way, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and share it with someone who needs to hear this. The path to a healthy gut starts with one step, and that step is yours.